Chapter 2: Resurrection of the Great Elder.
Let's start with Sindane.
Sindane?
Max.
Alright. So. This is how it's going to go pretty much all the time. So whenever we want to repair our trusty right pod, we always go to Gramps here. We can upgrade our right pod too, but I don't think we have enough points. No. The next upgrade that we want is range, so the barrel cannon is almost there, but we don't have it. That's fine though. The one thing that's going to be very important is this person right here. This person is going to give us some very strong explosives. We're going to be using them a lot. They're very good. And they're free. Mainly though, it's going to be going for... He's going to be using it. Pretty much. Actually, probably better if I do that. He's basically going to be the one that's going to be taking the most damage out of everything. And then we're also going to be using this guy. Pretty much this guy gives us more drop rates. So boost item acquisition when you defeat a monster. Yeah. So potentially we can get more loot. That's his premise. We're not entirely... Well, I guess we can go ahead and make some more inventions while we're at it. Let me just double check that I have all the inventions done. There we go. See. Do bottle, fountain. And then waterfall, I think it was. Waterfall. I don't know how this makes you think of a bottle of water, but I mean, hey.
Say cheese!
Yeah. We could potentially go back really quick to grab a few things. Most of these upgrades, I could spread them out, and I guess I will. Also, never touch this diamond again. Do not touch it. Don't sell it or anything. That is very important for later on. Pretty much later on in the game, we're gonna need 3 diamonds so we can capture a monster. I know it doesn't sound like it makes sense right now, but trust me. For the love of God, do not ever sell that thing. You hold on to it for dear life. Because it's a huge pain to get diamonds in this game. So move on. There's really a reason, but I'll take a picture of it.
What's that?
So, get a little few pictures. A picture of grass. Yeah, I know. Grass. So technically, like I said before, I could do this a little bit more efficiently, but because I want to make absolute sure that I don't forget or that, you know, whatever, I'm gonna do it in this method just so I can be a bit more calm.
Could it be the holly that the Furbids...
It's just beyond here. Lately there seem to be some nasty monster.
So, I'm gonna walk into the dungeon, so at least I think we can get it in the shortcut menu. Yeah, alright. Live. So we do have it. Alright, it's 5. I already have an evening picture, so it doesn't really matter, but that's fine. Alright, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go here early and take some of the pictures. You could, hypothetically, if you wanted to do this all in one free flow, is you can move through the story a little bit more, and then once you get the ability to recruit people, you can come back to this location and do all of this while recruiting people. But like I said, I just want to do it this way for a bit more calmness, so I can not get overrun with everything. Actually, I might be able to get a picture here really quick, so put it to fast since it's already like getting somewhat late. I doubt I can get a picture now, no? No. During the night. Fine. I think that might be everything. More or less. Nighttime now, so that's perfect. Is it still not late enough? Wait, actually? Again, it's not a big deal, but I'm already here. I would like to. I doubt I can recruit people right now. Yeah, no. There's a certain point in the story where it does start giving you benefits of recruiting and stuff. Damn, it's actually later? Yeah, that's fine. That's the case. Why wait? I could wait a little bit. Alright, you know what? I'll wait a little bit. And then meanwhile, I'll try to think ahead of time of what else we could potentially need, but I think, actually no, maybe the ghost only shows up after a certain point. That could be right in the story, which is kind of weird. If it doesn't come out at midnight, then it's fine. Yeah, there's some areas where you have to take pictures. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of, yeah. There we go. If you're wondering also how you're supposed to know all about these pictures without prior knowledge, we do get something called a scoop memo, which is from Donnie. Here it basically gives you little like general info about the stuff. Pretty much if it's pink, that means it's an enemy type that you need to get. As you can see. And some of these, you could get them ahead of time if you know already what to look for. But yeah, the biggest thing that kind of sucks is just the fact that some of the photo ops, especially in the early game, you have to pretty much fail or just have to tempt the monster to attack you. Later on, it gets kind of easier, which is kind of odd. Like for example, the next following boss that we have for chapter 2, we have to potentially... That does not count. We have to potentially fail in the encounter and let the boss get a second chance. Really odd, but whatever. You know. It is what it is. Since I'm already here, I might as well buy this. I'm gonna need holy water. Yeah, holy water. Is there anything else that I need for picture? I don't think so. There's no... No. Alright. Yeah, the reason why I say that you could do this is because every single character, well, not every single character, but most of these characters, once you start recruiting, you're going to go to them at one point to talk to them and all that, and you could get them at that point. But I don't know. I'm gonna do it this way just so I can clear my head a bit more. Sure it doesn't matter, but fun. And this house has all the pumpkins. Again, I'm definitely going to be taking pictures of the same things that I've already done, but it's more for... What? How did I get a flower for that? It. Okay, time went by really... Oh, I have it at normal. Wow. Okay, never mind. That's fine. Apparently a window. Chair. That's a window. Those are not curtains, by the way. That's not a dresser. Jesus. Paint cup parasol. There's definitely some pictures that just don't make sense when it comes down to what they are, but I mean, whatever. Like that's a drawer, apparently. Window. Look, man, I'm just here to invent stuff, alright? I'm not here to take selfies. How does that... Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I doubt I can talk to him right now, or can I? No, yeah. It's after a certain point in the story where you start actually getting the ability to recruit people. You gotta go up to that guy and just recruit. Is that not? No? Not really much. We're just there for the rifle and the antlers. I don't think there's anything here. Nothing here. That's fish, by the way. So we're coming down to a little bit of the RNG at the beginning. If we get really, really lucky, and I mean really lucky, when we open a chest, if we find a clown, if we get the 50-50, there is a potential chance that we get an item that's really good and will save us a lot of money. Again, that is if we even get it. So, yeah. But if we do get it, huge. We save like 1,000. We also need to get chestnuts. If we do not get a chestnut during the second dungeon, that means I have to spend 300. So, yeah. Technically, it can happen, because if we get really good luck on the monster drops, and I just run straight to the exit, obviously we're just not gonna get it, but, you know, it's a chance. It's a potential chance. That's everything here. We're pretty much good to go. But yeah, we need a lot of money for. So there's so much stuff that you have to pay for in the beginning, which is kind of nuts compared to. Compared to what? The rest of the game? Most of our money, by the way, is going to be going into buying materials to make the buildings and stuff for the towns, by the way. It's not going to be for like weapons and all that. It's not. That's whatever. Whatever. Got everything. Alright. So, got all the pictures. Let me double check something. We can do more inventions now if we want to, too. Which, I'm gonna do that right now. Options. I'm also gonna leave this now on fast, because there's no real point. Alright, let's make a bunch of inventions real quick. So. Phone. But yeah, I'm doing all the inventions as we go because if I do them all at the very end of the game, it's going to just feel
Say cheese.
gonna feel horrible. And plus, like I said, this also helps me double check if I've gotten everything that I should be getting. So it's best of both worlds. Sadly, a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be making is kind of like redundant or just not really helpful. Sadly.
Sage. Sage. Yeah, it
Yeah, invented bread. A real innovator, this man is.
Sage.
The funny thing is, there is a clown outfit, or a jester outfit, or whatever you want to call it for Max. It looks pretty sick. I really like it, but you can't wear it until like late game. I'll probably wear it in this playthrough, maybe.
Sage. Say cheese.
The clown shoes.
Say cheese.
Alright, I'm about to invent, I will give you guys a hint. I'm about to invent a weapon. Can you tell me what you think this weapon is? You might be able to get it from like... when I get the next one, actually. Chimney and egg. What do you think so far? What kind of weapon of mass destruction are we gonna make with this? I mean, the chimney and egg, I guess, makes sense. I don't know about the fountain, but yeah. A grenade launcher, sure.
Say cheese.
All right, almost done.
Yeah. Say cheese. Say cheese.
All right, one more. Now we got the final, which is all right.
Say cheese.
So we got all the stuff for now. We can make clown shoes for ourselves. We can also get the clown body and stuff like that, but I don't think it really matters. I think it's not great. Like a lot of the stuff that we made, while it's still maybe potentially nice, it's not, you know, it takes way too many items to make the things. They're in the second chapter, actually. In the second slot, I mean. Alright, now we're pretty much good to go. Nice. Alright. Actually, wait. Whoops. Wait, there is one thing that I forgot. Alright, now we're good. I guess now that I'm here, I could also make no. Phone. Doctor. Or wait. No, not constructor.
Say cheese.
And now we're good. Okay, so we did most of the photo taking for this chapter. So here we have one picture that we need to take. We also need to kill this particular enemy. And I get it. So, we need to kill that plant for the key item. We need to also take a picture of a plant smiling. I know it makes no sense, but you'll understand what I mean. Nice. Oh my, that's actually insane that we got the roasted chestnut immediately. So we just saved 300. Huge, huge. Well, it's nice. Didn't get the item, but that's fine. See if we can get a picture of this thing. You know what? I'm gonna kill this so I can get the treasure chest. I'm gonna make a little rule of thumb that if an enemy is near a chest, I'm just gonna kill him so I can pick it up. Ah. You know, funny enough, I don't care about that. We don't care about our weapons, so yeah. So when it comes down to... Oh my god. Ow. The Armada? What is this? Okay, we got the item. We can leave. So, yeah, like I was saying beforehand. Okay, that sells for a lot. By the way, you don't have to worry about poison. Poison doesn't kill you. But I'm still gonna heal it because... annoying. Whatever. Another chestnut, that's kind of whatever. So whenever you get into a trap that says exploding or poison or whatever, it's always better to pick exploding, because if you fail on it, it triggers. So exploding traps will basically ruin the whole treasure and you'll just not have anything to pick up. So it's always better to just say poison, because again, poison's the only thing that actually can give you problems. Other than that, weapon destroying traps don't matter. Because the thing about this game, thankfully, is that they changed it. In the original game, or in the first game, if your weapon breaks, it's gone for good. It's really bad. In this game, it does not do that. So, thankfully, we don't have to worry about our weapons breaking. But again, it's not a big deal either way because we don't really use our weapons. Only time you really use our weapons is when we have to use it for the metal, which will be later in the game, and when we're later in the game, we're just going to be more busted, so it doesn't matter, pretty much. Okay, let's take a save here because this floor has a lot of stuff going for it. We got a lot of pictures to take, and this can go horribly wrong. We'll see how this goes. So I need to take a picture of a pumpkin, a mole, and a tree. The mole is the worst one. We'll see how this goes. Pumpkin's there. Can you spin it? Can you see me? Spin it. Spin it, spin it, spin it. Spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it. Come on, please. Wow, alright. I even need to can attack and spin it at the same time. He just gave me a huge picture. Okay, so the thing about the mole, it jumps when it's near you. Oh my god. Yeah, this is the part that sucks. No! I knew it was gonna do it. I took a picture, but it was like on the same frame. Yeah, this is the annoying one. Yeah, they can kill you. So, the thing about the mole picture, and this is the thing that's gonna be a little bit luck. Sometimes they do jump without you being near them. And I think, I'm not sure if it's the right reason. The reason they jump is because if they get stuck on a wall, they automatically will jump to like get an angle. So what the hell's that symbol on my character? Wait. I actually have no idea what that symbol means. I think that symbol means that my weapon's broken? I'm actually not 100% sure, but... not a big deal. I think it means the weapon's broken. I barely, or I don't even notice. Not a big deal regardless. Getting really unlucky on my pathing, but it's fine. So in this area, we also need to kill the trees, which we have not seen at all yet. There's a tree. We have enough now to buy the thing. Huge. So once we get out, we get the upgrade for our cannons. This might be good, but might be bad. I'm gonna go around. On. Dude, I was so close. Faking me out. No. Annoying. Yeah, that one's... Why are there so many enemies here? Please just turn around. Please. Not gonna do it to me. Alright, whatever. Didn't get the saw. This is gonna be a mess and a half. They're all piled up too in that one spot. You know what? Hold on. This is how strong this is, by the way. Yeah, so explosives are pretty good. They have really good damage. Come on, man. No, it wasn't on center or something. Nice. Okay. Huge. We got it. Okay, so we got a picture of the pumpkin, the tree, and the mole kind of gave us a little bit of trouble, but we got it. Did we get... No, we did not get the thing. on cursed? Huh. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It doesn't matter. We can buy another one. It's cheap. Not really 100% sure what that curse was, but whatever. Gonna take you out. Okay. So the chestnut, I mean, it is good that we got it. Saved ourselves a bit of money, but no. We got it. Nice. Got a little bit slapped around, but that's fine. What was I saying? The explosives that I use with Monica, they're really good. That's also kind of like the strat for later on. Whenever you have anything with enemies being so close together, if you really don't care, you can just throw one of those bad boys and it will take care of them. They're really, really helpful and they do a lot of damage. Since items in this game have set damage, really good. Really nice. Oh, really? Alright, well, thank you for looking that up. I legitimately... I don't think I've ever gotten hit by that curse. I don't really care about our weapons, but I guess technically it would be annoying since I need to change to a golf club later on for golf. So... do a little quick backtrack so we can go ahead and fix up our right pod, get some more explosives, and get our new weapon. Oops. Go ahead and get this. The other thing that's really nice about multiple different weapons on the right pod is that you can interchange them if they start, you know, getting broken, and you can just repair them later. But it's not a big deal. That's usually something that I do near the end of the game, but to be fair, once you get really good weapons, it kind of doesn't matter. Alright. The mole gave us a bit of trouble, but that's fine. Go ahead and move on to the next one. Yeah, in this section, some of these seals force you a character. Hence the reason why we have the explosives on him. So pretty much, for this one, it's called Rolling Shells, if I'm not mistaken. All I need to do is find some turtles, and that should be it, really. Because we got lucky on the first one. Nice. Very nice. All right, huge. It's not really a big deal when it comes down to saving up on explosives if we want to, because we can make a lot of them as we go through the game. It's really not a big deal. If you want to know about how much we need, there's a certain boss that will be coming up in chapter 3 that we can sequence skip if we actually stun lock with the explosives. I think it only takes about, if you don't miss, if you hit them perfectly, I think it takes like 8 bombs to fully take out a boss and stun lock it. So all you need to do is hit the first bomb, and once they're on the floor, you can just stun lock them. So it's pretty easy. If you do miss the first one, then yeah, you technically will need more. But it's about 10 is like a good number, more or less. I think you can have up to like 19 or something, so.
All right, everyone's gone.
What happened?
Beats me. They won't. Although. This'll do nicely. Just what up here. Come back, Eddie.
Okay. So we got the rod. Actually, it's annoying because you can't talk to people when you have the rod out. Alright. Fishing time. Get used to this, because it's going to be a lot of it. So, fishing is pretty straightforward. Just throw it out, wait. And then when you get the exclamation mark, you just pull back. So the thing about fishing in this game, there's a bit of fishing in chapter 2, 3, and... Chapter 2, 3, and 4, yeah. I forgot to put the bait. But yeah, there's a lot of metals involving fishing in this chapter, the next chapter, and chapter 4. There's only 3 chapters that you need fishing, I think. So it's not terrible, but it's definitely one of those moments that it does kind of lose, it makes you lose your sanity. The whole gimmick, I don't know if there's a better way of doing it. I don't know, maybe you guys have the strats, but it's pretty much just a constant tapping game where you can just reel, and then whenever it tells you to move at a specific angle, you just do it. I don't know if you get more value in reeling if you pull back and reel, or is that not a thing? I don't know, actually. I feel like that's not a thing. Do you guys have any kind of like idea? Because maybe there is like a secret strat about reeling faster, but I think it's just one of those situations where you just pretty much wait. You can upgrade your rod, obviously, but I don't know if there's like some actual tech for like if you reel and then you move at the same time. But I think it's just... yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. The thing about fishing is that doing the fishing minigame is not really that time consuming, especially once you get your upgrades for your rod. It's the fact that it's randomized the fish that you get. And the way that the metals work... That's a huge fish. The way that the metals work, right, is that you have to get a specific size. And here's the thing, and I don't know if this is true or not. So there's different ways to upgrade, obviously, right? Flight just makes it go out farther. Worthless. Strength makes it so whenever you tap, it reels like more, so it's nice. Resilience, so you can do it longer before it goes high on the bar. I originally thought grip had nothing to do with anything, and I always invested in luck, but apparently increasing your grip and luck, these two, does give you bigger fish, specifically more grip. I don't know if that's 100% confirmed, but I've seen either like some random ass people say things like they tested a few and then for whatever reason grip does give you bigger fish. But yeah. Oh yeah, let me do this really quick before I forget. Yeah, this part's gonna suck later on when we need to get another fish. And it's gonna be one of those moments where we're basically going to start figuring out how fun fishing is. So very early on, once we start getting people into our team and we're recruiting people, I need a fish that's 60 centimeters. Specifically a Naki, the first fish that I got. I need one that's 60 centimeters. In order to recruit a character, and I don't have enough bait, so we'll see if we can get lucky with the bait that we have. Hopefully. Also, take a picture of the monkey. If you don't get a picture of the monkey, you will miss a photo shoot. That's really annoying.
Why don't we try fishing
Also,
it out?
this fish. Another one that you could potentially ruin if you forget to do it. So yeah, if you give the fish that fish and don't take a picture of it, yeah, you just lost your scoop. One of those situations where it's like very simple, but if you don't know about it, it's kind of just, yeah, it just crushes you. Wait, what? Was I supposed to walk over to the exit? Maybe. I think I was. Oops. Where I was supposed to go. There we go, yeah. Oops.
Hey!
And now we can go. Yeah. Gotta be a little bit careful when it comes down to the triggers. Some of them are a little bit specific where they want you to go before the next part happens.
Max, look!
I'll just do this to add it. Keep the trees. I'll go ahead, go into the future, get some upgrades. Right. That's all the upgrades right now. And yeah, I'd rather upgrade mostly when it comes down to health max. But technically Monica is going to be doing some stuff later in the game with her stuff, so she should also get some health later on. But she's going to be throwing items mostly, so she's not that much in danger, but she will be fighting normally. Right. Move on. So now the point, or at this point, the game introduces the good old geostones. So for this part, we pretty much have to, well, besides killing the enemy that has the item that we need to move on to the next floor, we need to find a geostone, which is going to be a pink dot on the map. So it's another thing that we need to add to our repertoire. It's not that big of a deal. It is kind of annoying sometimes, since we might get lucky on one to another. Preferably, it would be better if we find the key item first, so we could just avoid all the enemies and then just get the thing. But, yeah. Gotta make sure I pick it up though, because there are some items that we need to actually, you know, continue. Alright. So for this one, we need to take out a pumpkin head. Specific stage. And again, we're going to be consistently trying to make money. If you're wondering how much money we're going to need, I'd say a safe number would be like 5,000. And we have how much? We have only, we're half, we're not even like 1,000. Okay. We got the geostone. Like I said, the ride pod's pretty strong. Yeah, we got what we wanted. In terms of just taking out enemies with the ride pod, I know it's very easy, and it is, but it's kind of slow. Okay, well. Every time we kill enemies, we do get a little bit of money, potentially. So, you know, it's not terrible, but it's not really the best way. So we got the saw. Let me make sure I actually have everything nice and ordered. Okay. We have this saw. Let's just go ahead and go to the exit. The only time I think, or the rule of thumb is whenever there's an enemy near a chest, I'll take them out just so I can actually make a bit of more cash. Wait, went the wrong way. I think that's probably a good rule of thumb for the beginning of the game. If I really want to make sure I have enough money. Because worst case scenario, if I don't have enough money, I just have to go back to these dungeons and just run through them, pretty much. So yeah. It is what it is. You know what? Let's just stay on the first slot. Doesn't matter. I made my decision. You were too late. Besides, that game will probably not last that long. Alright, noise in the forest. We gotta just take out the giant trees. So let's just start doing that. Were you actually looking forward for that game? Because I mean, it's honestly just a clone of like Plants vs. Zombies. And besides, I'm not really, I don't even know most or anything about the fandom. No? Alright then. Did you end up catching the playthrough for that one Metroidvania game, or do you see bits and pieces of it? I'll just do this too while I'm at it. I mean, don't worry, man. I get it. Did you end up actually seeing the rest of it, though? Because it was kind of whatever, sadly. The third weapon was... Yeah, the third weapon was whatever. And ironically, the second weapon they give you at the beginning of, like, the first 30 minutes of the game is pretty much the best one. No? Well, I mean, I guess if there's anything, if you want to watch it, you can. But yeah, the game was not difficult, but it was way more about platforming than anything else. I think that was like the one Metroidvania game that I played that it just gave you so much platforming from the get-go, from the beginning. It wasn't even like one of those that slow burns. No, it just straight up threw it at you. I mean, I guess the final boss was harder. It was kind of a cluster. The final boss was literally all the bosses put together, and you had to like dodge 2 or 3 different attacks from each boss at the same time. But it was literally the same strategy constantly. It's literally just charge attack and that's it. And then do the little Virgil spin attack. I finished the game in 8 hours. And we pretty much had most of the map completed. But the thing that was really odd is that most people said that the game takes about 16 hours. Oh, uh-oh. Some people said it takes like 14 to 16 hours, and I took about 8 hours to pretty much complete everything, so... The only reason I ended up just stopping that game is the game had side quests to it, but because it's still in early... Wait, is that game even early access? No, right? Or, well, it's still getting patches, but... The game doesn't have many UI prompts. It's kind of barren. So a lot of the quests that you get from most of your companions or whatever, you don't know where they are on the map. You have to actively look for it. So maybe that's the reason why the game takes so long for other people, because they don't really give you anything. You just have to go for it. And also, a lot of the chips or whatever you want to call it, the thing that you can use to like customize your character, they're really, really bad. There's nothing super crazy about them. A lot of the chips that I ended up using were just increasing my attack, and the ones that said that it increases your attack by like a moderate amount was literally giving me like, oh, you know, I should have just, I don't know why I picked that actually. I should have picked exploding. That was kind of weird actually. Well, my weapon's already destroyed, so. Cool. That's a pixie. Guess I got sidetracked. But yeah, it was really underwhelming. Sad to say, I think the best thing the game had going for it was the art. But other than that, yeah. No, it was really just whatever. It was basically raise your base attack slightly. Your health or your attack goes up when you have full health. There was one that said, for example, increases specific weapons attack by a moderate amount, and then it gives you more iframes when you parry with said weapon. And yeah, it wasn't even worth it. It was like 3 points of extra damage, and the parry window, I don't care about the parry window. It's already pretty easy. And we're actually gonna get every single pixie but the one that I need at the end. Most of the other ones... Oh, there was one that put your health all the way down to 1 HP. And it said it increases your attack by a drastic amount because you're one shot. It increased my damage by 7 points. By the way, it was the last one. Well, whatever. A lot of the stuff that the game had was super underwhelming, and there wasn't really like any cool, crazy utility ones either. Like the one that I found was whenever you get hit, you release an explosion to hurt enemies, and the explosion does like almost no damage. The worst thing about the whole thing too was the umbrella. At the end of the game, by the way, with all the upgrades that I had, the umbrella would do 30 points of damage with one hit. The whip did 15 per hit, and it does 3 hits with its standard attack. So it did already more than 30 with each hit. And then the final weapon that we got is a rapid hit attack. That one did 27. And then the heavy attack for the whip did like 55, and it did that for 4 hits in a row. So yeah. It was kind of whatever. But there was no cool chips whatsoever. Like, I was expecting the game would give us like a variation of the weapon, or give us like a status where when we hit enemies with a weapon, it would like set them on dot damage or fire or something, or give them like fluid dot damage. No, it was yeah. It was whatever. But at least the one positive thing I can say is that that game probably made me better at platforming. Maybe? I don't know. The platforming in that game was pretty crazy. I will give it that. I will give it that. If I need more money, I might sell those, actually. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Just making sure I got the geostones. We also need another monster picture here. Jesus Christ, there's like so many everywhere. Okay, this is the one enemy that we need. I need him to yell. Not yelling. Come on. Yeah, this is one of those moments where it's literally, I don't know what to do about this guy. This guy just literally decides if it wants to yell or just do this every time. All he needs to do is raise his arms. Are we really about this? Really about to do this right now? Here we are. So, anyways. You said something about the Yakuza 3 demo? Are they saying that the gameplay is stiffer than the original games or something? You're... Dude, come on. Ain't no way. Dude. Oh my god. Dude. It's literally... Alright, you're getting blasted. You're getting blasted. And it was the one that had the saw too. You kidding me? Ah, classic. Okay, well, there's several of them still on the map, so we can maybe get lucky. But yeah, I don't know if it's true that the potential other Yakuza game or whatever is in a odd state, then no. I don't see why they would have some problem with it, since it's literally just, you know, Kiwami 2, just with an updated reference. Let me just double check really quick. Is this the one that I have to go, or is it the other one? This one. If the bear, whatever bull thing actually gave me the picture, we would be out of here right now, but it was too stubborn. Alright. Maybe you'll be a little bit better on for me. Thank you. See, that's the kind of stuff I like to see. I just come for a picture, you give me what I want, I leave. But yeah, that's probably the most perfect representation of how the photos in this game go. They can straight up take forever on some accounts, and then other times you just go up to it and it's like, yeah, sure, here's a picture, and then you're done. It's yeah, it can get pretty annoying at times. It can very much get annoying. We need to take out foxes here. Actually, wait. Yeah, foxes. Nice, 4. I think the most you can get from one chest is, I think 4. Or you can get 5. But still, that's a pretty good one. Oh my god, I found the Armada. Okay, none of them had it. Okay, sick. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, well, even though we got it, this is the part where I was talking about. We need to go get the Geostone. So I really did not need to do that to him. That was a little bit excessive. I don't think there's anything here. But I don't know. Like I was saying beforehand, if Kiwami 3 has some issues, I feel like it has to be some very glaring issues, because I don't know, Kiwami 1 and okay, Kiwami 1 and 2 was fine. And they made some quality of life changes to make the game at least, you know, clean. But I don't know. Maybe at one point I'll do like a Yakuza-thon or something, and I'll actually commit into playing 0. Right? Missed? 0, Kiwami 1, 2, and 3. Maybe. Because the thing about doing the Yakuza games, they're not terrible, but they do have some bit of time sink when it comes down to some things, like catching every fish, which is RNG, but you can kind of have an idea of what you're looking for. You know, the works. A lot of chests. That's that's a mimic. Try to get that. Jeez. Alright, let's just go back. How long do you think it might take me to finish Code Vein 2 when it comes out? Because since it is a Souls-like game, I could potentially try to get a bit more time out of it by just, you know, making different builds to see which one's the busted one. Potentially. Less than a week. I mean, don't we have less than a week to finish Code Vein 2 before Dragon Quest? Am I not mistaken? I think, yeah, I think this is the same place with boxes too. Oh my god. About to have a massacre. Well, we got what we wanted. Now we just need to get the Geostone. We're getting a bit of fishing bait, which is actually pretty good RNG, since we can use that for the potential moment when we need to fish that one fish. $130? Wait. Isn't it, wait, what? Doesn't it come out on Thursday? Or is that for people that get the digital deluxe or whatever? I'm not doing that. I'm not that excited for DQ that I have to do that. Okay, we're pretty much done here. So let's go ahead, reset up everything. Also, let me... I'm probably gonna sell some of these, so... Really quick. Yeah, 10 bit, that's pretty good. $72 early access. This game should take, at least, in my opinion, depending on how long I put time into this, it should take only like 3, maybe 4 days, depending on how unlucky I am with golf. But, yeah. Pretty sure I don't have to deal. Well, I don't have to worry about anything. But let's make it an invention real quick. Um. Yeah. I pretty much said that as the idea goes from Code Vein 2 to Dragon Quest and then Neo 3. Because the thing is, we're gonna go into a Souls-like, and then to cleanse the palette, we do DQ, and then from there we do Neo 3. I think that's like maybe a viable idea, but maybe I'm wrong. So yeah. Actually, wait, now that I think about it, I should probably sell everything right now that I have. Let's see how much money we have. Hopefully we have enough, but probably gonna not be fun. No, no. No, no. I think you got that part wrong. These only sell for 100. Whatever. Sell 10. GG's. These throwable items I kind of want to keep, but again, we really need money. Do you honestly want me to do the Rune Factory game? Even though it's kind of like whatever? I mean, you played it and you said that it was kind of whatever, no? Then why? Why would you do that? Blaine. How much money we have? Bundle of hay. I need 20. Remember, we need at least minimum 3,000 in our account. So this might go pretty badly. Might take more for that. Need a lot of water. Okay. Wait, how much do I have for... Because I remember... I don't want to mess this up, but... I have sturdy cloth. And I need... What was it again for the other thing? I need 2 different types of cloth. I need sturdy cloth and... leather, which I think the other guy has. From in town. Go ahead and find out. I think I got like 11 from my chest, so I think I'm fine. Yeah. We're good. Alright. Is it a trumpet? Or no, it was a bell that I needed, no? I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was. So I can use this to be in good graces with Father. I'll also take a picture of the moon really quick. Let me slow down time really quick. Gotta go get holy water. Yeah, this is the one thing that I was talking about beforehand, where if I wanted to, I could have gotten all the pictures and stuff now since I have to go over here, but... fine. I mean, I don't know. As far as it goes, when it comes down to potentially after we're done with all that, I don't know. Wait. Did I... I'm not hitting the trigger yet. Wait a minute. Did I forget something? Oh yeah, I think I have to enter the thing and then go out for it to activate. Whoops. Right. I forgot. Sometimes these small little triggers completely just forgot. I could also technically start making everything too, since I'm already here. Might as well see if I maybe need anything else to buy. So we need a straw house. Fruit tree. We need a lot of fence. houses. Parts. 85. 3. Okay, I need one more earth element. Okay, so one earth element is necessary. Wait a minute. Pretty sure. I need rolling log. Okay. I need 4 rolling logs. And what was the one thing that I was missing for? The trees already. Oh right, it was the 5 thorn trees, right? So 2 earth and then 4 rolling logs. Right. Go back to the station so we can buy a few of these stuff. So yeah, if you're wondering, I need to trigger that one cutscene for them talking about building back the town, and then they're like, yeah, we need people to live in the town, so that was the thing. By 4. Then I needed 2 earth elements. We're at 5,000, so that's not bad. Like I said, I need to spend 3,000 minimum for this one thing that I want to get, so... Do you really think I need more help in the game? I completely did not do the math right. Nice. The earth. Okay. I need 1 more earth element and 3 more Jesus. Good old shopping list. So wait, you're saying that you can, in this version of the game, you can outturn your enemies even if it's turn-based? Is that what you're saying? It doesn't really matter if I buy a little bit extra because later on we're going to be needing most of this stuff regardless, so. Brother, there's no way. There's no way. All right. I'm off by 1 for 1 force due. Well, regardless, do you really think I should get more help in the game when it's already probably gonna go pretty smoothly? I was about to buy that again out of habit. Jesus. Surely the game will go very well and I won't figure out what the most busted thing the game has to offer in the first like 30 minutes of the game, right? I think I got everything. Let me do this. Also, I'm just gonna do this the way that it wants, so oops. It wants 15 fences around the house, alright? That's technically 15 around the house. Plus proximity. This is the wrong way. But yeah, you want like everything really close together, since I don't know, the game likes to put points, and if everything is affecting it, then yeah. That's her nose in the right. Yeah, it is. Don't really have to do this, but kind of bothers me a little bit. Alright. Just in case. More or less. Oh. Okay, now we can go back and do what we were going to do originally. Make sure I have the cloth. I have 2 sturdy, and then the other one, yeah, more than enough. I did buy the holy water. Yes, I did. Okay, let's go ahead and start walking. I might be able to get a picture of the morning sun, actually. Oh, they did the whole draconian difficulty thing? But is it the same draconian as, like, DQ11 or whatever? Because remember, that game was kind of unbalanced. Because when they released it in Japan, they didn't have that difficulty. But then when they released it over here, they added it as, like, a funny, like, thing. And then It was very not balanced when people started buffing on that difficulty. So like that. Time a little bit fast with part. I have how much money? 1,000. Oh, so it's just literally you just get literally nothing out of it, and it's just grindier. Ah. Oh, I don't like that. But I mean, I guess we'll have to do it. He wanted to see the bell trigger, which we made, so yeah. I got the butler. Let me double check to see if Granny's here. Granny? It's too early for Granny. That's fine. Guy wants a chestnut, so we're gonna hand him the one that we found. I do have it up. Yeah, I do have it up fast. Alright. So, do you think there's gonna be some busted thing in the new DQ that's gonna be really easy to do, or do you think they learned from it? I think Granny should be there now. I mean, status effect builds are always pretty good, to be quite fair. But I'm pretty sure that strat's not gonna work all the time, since, you know, some enemies might be immune to poison. Okay. Sounds pretty good. Alright, she just wants to play hide and seek, so we're just gonna do that. I'm gonna leave the time as quick or fast, whatever, because I wanna maybe get back here when it goes to nighttime so we can get another character, but we'll see. Now I'm gonna go check to see if the good old officer or sheriff is there so we can do the little minigame. I think he's there at this time, but I could be wrong. Okay, so yeah, she wants the same thing. She wants us to upgrade a weapon. I'm not gonna bother with it, because we can easily buy the weapon later on, or just make it, but or find it actually. So no big deal. Is he there? Sometimes the sheriff. Yeah, he's there. All right, I guess we'll do this one really quick. Alright, this is gonna be a little bit rough, but either run over to the boat at the lake and then come back. But 14 minutes. So. It take like 40, maybe 50 to get there. Oh no. Oh no. I thought that was one of the ones we could do it. Uh-oh, we're gonna be so tight. No. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, there's no way. Oh, I threw. Oh my god. I was mashing. Oh no. There's no way. Oh, that's actually so unfortunate. Holy, that is the worst. The timer still keeps going while the message pop-up is there too. That's so... God, that's awful. There's no way. Oh my god, I ate like 7 seconds on that. Please don't make me run all the way back. Oh my god. Please, 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 please. Oh. Phew. Okay. So that could have gone wrong. Okay. Well then. That was pretty bad. Okay. We gotta go ahead and deliver this bread also. I don't know why I checked that door. Okay. Do you think it's still gonna be pretty much the same gimmick where using AoE attacks is gonna be king? I mean, surely it's gonna be pretty much the go-to for early game, just bursting down everyone, no? Yeah. The question is, how long is it gonna take to get all that? If we're making less money, yeah. That definitely sucks. Did anyone find a metal slime farm spotter or something? I mean, surely it's not that easy in this DQ game, right? Or maybe they did make one. Oh my god. I got the mayor. Probably should have. Actually, not really anything in this station to talk with, unless the girl's there. Alright, whatever. He wants a picture of a plant. Hopefully by the time I do this, it'll be nighttime so we can get the other guy. I guess since I'm already here, let me do this guy. Ah. Whoops. I forgot if it was like a T pattern or if it was a different pattern. Yeah. I'll buy one holy water for safety, but you know, now that I think about it, is the new DQ gonna add anything in particular, or is it just like a remaster? Because I'm not gonna lie, I did have a lot of fun with 11 since they added characters with like unique abilities and stuff. Okay, now all I need to do is I need to go find this girl, and then we make a safety save. And then we do the good old fishing. We'll see how long it takes us to get the fish. Wait, they have cut content already confirmed? Or what? Right. Let's see how lucky we are with our good old fishing. For better pacing? That's such an odd thing to say. Granted, I've never played I never played that Dragon Quest, but I mean, we'll see. Normally RPGs usually last like around 40 to 50 hours, so we'll see how long this one takes. Especially since we'll be playing on the highest difficulty, so we'll be grinding, or well, grinding? I guess grinding to some degree. We'll be getting less experience and money, so when it comes down to getting like the other stuff, you know, we'll be taking a little bit longer than normal. Yeah, that guy wanted to see a picture of the moon, hence the reason why I took a picture of the moon. Really? Does it have a speed up function actually, or no? Alright, so this guy wants 60. We'll see how long our luck lasts in this one scenario. We need to get this kind of fish, but we need to get a 60. Alright. Let the fishing commence. Yeah, that's nice then. I don't mind that then. Yeah. Because, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, whenever a game has that kind of gimmick where it pretty much just forces you to grind because the higher difficulty just makes you get lower rewards, at least give me something to like speed up the process. Of course, I mean, once we end up figuring out where the metal slime item or whatever, or how I consistently get slimes, you know, that'd be pretty good. I don't think this is it. Yeah, don't need this. So again, we have 9 tries, and in those 9 tries, if I don't get the fish that I need, we need to reload. Oh, it has a custom setting? I mean... I will admit this is not it either. I'm not a fan of games that have that whole gimmick where the higher difficulties is literally just lower rewards. Now, I will say, however... Well, how about this? If the game doesn't have a trophy for beating it on a specific difficulty, which in this day and age, most games don't have that kind of gimmick, I think maybe it would be a good idea to just do custom difficulty, put the game on like the highest setting for damage and stuff, and then just have the rewards be normal, like base rewards. Because I don't want to end up doing more fighting just because the game wants me to grind. I feel like that's kind of pointless. Or what? Do you just say we suffer? Actually, now that I remember, the other DQ remaster had that one trophy where you have to like max out your characters, which was really stupid. Because even that game had that same gimmick with draconian difficulty where you just get less experience. Oh, this one might be it. Okay, this one might be a big one. Yeah, this one's a fighter. Where's it going? Okay, this one actually might be the size we need. No! Fuck! I looked away! I looked over and I just read suffer. Come on, man. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'll set it to custom difficulty and just get base rewards because there's legitimately no reason to grind just to grind. That was probably it. And then we get a whatever one. Dude, I don't even know how it got out of the thing. I think I just didn't reel it in time, or I didn't do the thing. That was so dumb. Well, either way, like I was saying beforehand, no, I think I'm gonna do custom difficulty. If that is true, I'll look through the trophies first to see if there's anything in particular about doing draconian difficulty. But if there's not, yeah, I'm not gonna bother wasting more time grinding for money or whatever just because the game wants me to just pad it out. I don't think this one is either. Oh, okay, that was... No. I need 60. Oh well. This one's not it either. I have 4 tries. I know the one that I messed up, I'm pretty sure that one was the one, but man, looked away for a few seconds. Am I not gonna get any? Okay. Okay, this one might be it. I'm locking in. Nice. Okay, we got it. Okay. Second try. Alright. So, next thing I want to do is we need to start setting up our fish. I need to buy a bit of this stuff here. What was that? Trying to think of what else we could potentially do here. I think we're pretty much good overall. Let's get some more of these really quick. All right. Go buy some of the stuff for the aquarium. So the other thing is we need to actually have our fish be very well off. So we're going to start working on our fish now. But before I do that, a little bit of extra pocket money. Pretty sure the one that's good is this one down here, but I think we're fine. All 5 of these just for a little bit of extra cash. Okay. Let's double check what we need here. I need 3 more logs and 4 more water. Okay. So how this works. I'm gonna buy 1 care for now to show the explanation. So pretty much, I swear if it's the wrong fish. It doesn't matter if it's the wrong fish, but okay, it's the right one. So pretty much this fish, we need to breed it, and I'm gonna make copies of it, pretty much. So it's very simple. We're gonna remove it from the tank. So we want our aquarium to be on the first slot. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. So you pick it up with the fish, and then we sort. That was completely wrong. Did I do it? No, that was... no, I did do it. So basically, when you sort it, if it's on the aquarium and you interchange it, you can make a copy. It's really not that difficult. It's kind of weird, honestly, with a coding error, but yeah. Yeah. I'll do it a couple of times just to like prove the point or the concept, I guess. So again, fish here, grab this, grab the fish, sort, and then right when it goes there on the slot, you pretty much just go, you cancel, you pick it up, you cancel, you pick it up, and you keep doing this. And pretty much every time you cancel and you pick it up, it puts more fish in the tank. It's very simple. So yeah. That's how that works. So we're gonna buy, for now, 5 carrots so we can do this 5 times on the breeding. I'm gonna buy these two apparently increases boost, which we do need a lot of, so I'm gonna buy a bunch of these little minions, because if I remember, well, I don't need to buy that many right now, but yeah. So we need to basically max out boost, endurance, and stamina. Those are the 3 that are going to be mainly the big ones. And every 2 minutes we can feed our fish. Yeah, gonna be one of those situations. So yeah. Gonna be one of those situations. So anytime I finish a floor, I'll feed the fish. Usually a decent amount of time between each one of those. Oh wait, I forgot, whoops. I forgot to talk about the bread thing. Well, they're right next to each other, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So now we got more bread. We can also sell that bread if we want to. Probably will. Why do I always keep going to this one door? I missed input. Is there anything here that is... Oh. So I guess now that I did this by accident, so the thing about most of these houses in general is that they always have the same interior. It doesn't matter what character you put in the house, but the only thing we're missing is the weapon shop, and then do technically Adele here. Again, like I said, we don't need to get 100% immediately, but we just need like more than enough. Which I think the minimum for like continuation for story is like 60. Go ahead and pick up some of the stuff here. There's gonna be more stuff to pick up later, but fine. Trying to make sure I don't miss anything in particular. I need this for a quest later, or for a request, whatever you want to call it. Making sure that I don't miss anything in particular, I think. So again, if you don't complete the town thing for 100%, it's fine. You can literally come back and just do it, and there will be no, like, negatives. Completely fine. I have to leave again and come back.
Welcome.
I know I already took these pictures, but being extra safe. Alright, time for the money. Let's see if we have enough. So I need to buy these two for Donnie. That's gonna be 3,000 right there in the bag. And then we also need to buy this badge for the story. So yeah, that's pretty much most of our money. And that's the reason why I said it's pretty hefty going in. The other thing is, just in case, if for whatever reason you don't get a chestnut, or if you need more bait because you don't have enough or you just don't want to relive the save, this person over here sells the chestnut and also sells bait. So there's that too. Just in case you're really unlucky. We wasted most of our money too during this whole little encounter. The only reason why I say that is because if you want to leave a dungeon early without clearing it, you lose half of your money. I have 500 right now, so I don't really mind losing that money.
I've been getting a lot of sun drop here.
Yeah. I don't think it matters even if you finish it. Yeah, so you would lose half your money. So yeah, that's the one thing that's annoying about doing the dungeons over and over again. Sometimes if you get a really bad area, it can really mess with you. Wait, do I have already the item that I need? I have the sun drop. I don't have the seed, do I? No, I don't think I do. Unless I was supposed to go into that one place first and then go. I think maybe I was. Do I have the seed? Wait, hold on. Oh, I do have the seed. Oops. Alright then. My bad. So, now is the part that's kind of funny, I guess. So we're gonna fight a boss now. I need to fail the boss mechanic and get a picture. Yeah, it's a little bit dumb. No? Making sure. Okay, so we need this picture in particular.
These
Alright. Alright. So, this boss fight is both a gimmick fight and it's also kind of slow. The whole concept is you're supposed to shoot the colors in order of the rainbow. When you get it wrong, you can see this picture. There. And then you just repeat this. That's it. That's the whole boss fight. The butterflies are always in the same spots too, I think. They never change. So it's one of these two. There we go. So just to do this boss easy, it's red first, and then from red you just literally go left, and that's it. That's the puzzle. That's the fight. Actually, while this is playing out, I'm gonna go grab a drink.
So you're the ones that stopped me. Thank you.
I always forget that this game doesn't have auto text or anything like that for cutscenes. Alright. Yeah, that's the whole thing. So now we can go talk to Claire if we want for the picture. We're pretty much done with chapter 2 here, if I'm not mistaken. Let me speed up time too while I'm at it. And also, let me... We need to go get Donnie too. For the recruit. Wait, did it? Whoops. Accidentally deleted the stem picture. Right. Actually, wait, I haven't gotten a picture of the morning sun. Wait, I might be able to get some... I might maybe be able to get it right now. Hold on. Alright. No, I didn't get the morning sun. Whatever, it's fine. Let's see, make. So we need barrel. Mountain. Mushroom.
Say cheese.
A barrel. Wait, no. I need wheat. Where's the golden egg? Wait, what? There we go.
Yeah, it w-
Okay, now we need river, fish, fish, and M.
Say cheese.
I don't know if she's gonna be here during the early morning for coffee. She's usually here at the evening. Nice, she is here. Alright then. Didn't get a picture of the morning sun, but at least we got this. Yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and speed up time again because we don't care. And at this point, we are pretty much done. That's chapter 2 over. Thankfully, we didn't have to go back and get any kind of like money. That's really nice. So chapter 2 is done. If we did get 100% on this area, the only thing that changes is that you get more upgrades. You get more health upgrades and defense upgrades, but it's, again, not necessarily. No, not really.
Just about then, Borneo and the others.
Cool. I'll make another safety save, because why not? So chapter 2 is now officially done. Go chapter 3.
All right, let's move them out.
Although, to be fair, the chapter doesn't end that instantly. We need to do this little part here. If there's anything in the house that's special. Make sure. I don't honestly have any idea. What? Wait. How come you're playing Origins now? Or are you getting around to finishing it? Does it run well on the Switch too? Or you're about to find out. Hmm. Alright. Now, this should be the end of chapter 2. And the start of chapter 3. Alright, so chapter 2 went pretty smooth. A little bit of a hiccup with the shopping list, but other than that, can't really complain.